Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer, the Children's Assistant at the Woodruff Library, and I'm going to be doing some fun fall art with you today. But first, we're going to have a scavenger hunt with my dog Mocha to get some leaves, sticks, and pine cones to do our projects. So come along. Here's Mocha. We're just finding all sorts of leaves out here. What do you think, Mocha? Oh, look at those sticks and all those leaves. Do you think we can find some pine cones? Let's find out. Ooh, it looks like we found some pine cones here. Mocha found me some pine cones. Let's get them. Well, Mocha and I have had a fun time hunting around. What do you think, Mocha? What do you think? Can you say hi? We've had a great time getting leaves and pine cones and sticks, and you can see her bottom. She has all sorts of leaves on her butt. So now we're going to go and make some art. All right, now we're going to make our pine cone bird feeder. And I have a nice big pine cone here. It's about 5 inches long, almost 6. And make sure you get one that's very open like this so you can put peanut butter and whatever you're going to put in there for the bird. And have a nice long piece of string, not too thin because it could tangle the bird up if it's too thin. But just get a nice kind of thick piece of yarn or string that'll tie around the pine cone. And then we also have our peanut butter. Now you can add sterilized eggshells to add some calcium for the birds, or you can just get some regular bird seed because it'll give them a little bit more nutrition. But they need a lot of energy throughout the day to fly, so peanut butter gives them that. And it's a good thing to just slap on there if that's all you have. So first of all, we're going to tie it around. Now that you have your string on there and you'll be able to tie it to a branch outside, you can start with a popsicle stick or just, I have a plastic knife here. Just start adding some peanut butter. All right, and then you have your pine cone bird feeder. And at this point, you can add bird seed to it and you just roll some bird seed all over it. And it's a complete pine cone bird feeder. So have fun and hang it up outside for the little birds because they need lots of energy. Here is my pine cone. Hopefully you made one and have a little place for the birdies to perch next to it and get their nutrition for the winter. All right, everybody, now that you've gotten all the leaves from your journey and your little scavenger hunt outside, just get several different size leaves. We're going to make some art with them. So go ahead and get out any kind of stamps you might have. I have a good apple stamp here. I have a leaf and a dog print. So whatever you might have on hand and any kind of stamp pads you have, you can also just use markers to put on the stamp pads and put it down like that. We can also do some negative space art with your leaves using your fingerprints. So we're going to do that as well. And I'm also going to use this little sponge. So we're going to do several different art projects with our leaves. Let's get started. So first of all, you're going to want to tape down on this yellow sheet that I'm using yellow. You can use whatever color you want, preferably with double-sided tape, just so you don't have to worry about folding it in half. Just tape down some of your leaves. I'm going to do all over with the sponge. So I'm going to get it wet in a nice little bowl of water I have over here. So make your sponge nice and wet. And I have some paint. I have yellow and red paint already poured out. And then on one side, the spongy side, you'll just start dipping it in there. Dip it all over the page, wherever you want it, right onto the leaf, because you're gonna need the leaf's shape. You're putting your paint all over the outside of the leaf shape so you see the leaf when you take off the leaf at the end of the project. Once you have enough color, you'll bring up all your leaves. You take them up. You know what? Something fun you can do too. You kind of put little breaks in the leaf so you can kind of see through it with the paint and kind of give it a little bit more dimension that way. So if the leaves naturally have some breaks in them, you'll see that coming through too. But just as long as you got around all of your leaves and you have as much color as you want, now we're going to take off the leaves and see what the project looks like. And you have a fun little leaf outlined project, and it's very pretty. You can add whatever you want to it. See? So that is the first way you can do a negative space art. All right, so the next project I have with your leaves is I had a bunch of stamps. So I have a little doggy stamp, I have a leaf stamp, and I have an apple stamp. So we can make a little fun background around the leaves I already have down there using multiple stamps, and make sure you have some water on hand and a place to dab your stamp afterwards so you don't get it too heavy on your project, or you can change colors in between. So I have green, red, orange, yellow, blue, and black. So I'll pick a couple of those colors and get started. So you have some nice fun shapes around your leaves. You can take those up. But there, then you have little fun shapes within there around the leaf shapes. And you can do whatever stamps you want, and you can add to that and use more fingerprints or whatever you want to do to make it better. You can use glitter. Those are the two different kinds basically of negative space art you can use, or different styles of art. So here are the three different pieces of art I did with the fall leaves. I have the one with just sponge, one with fingerprints and sponge, and one with stamps. So however you want to do it, you can make some beautiful art with leaves that you find outside. All right, everybody, now we're going to make a pumpkin out of toilet paper and some pretty patterned tissue paper if you can find some, or you can get plain tissue paper. And we also found some sticks and leaves, so one of our sticks will be the stem and a little bit of green for a little bit of leaf on top of the pumpkin. So what you'll do is you will take the paper and just fold it into that. You could use fabric if you'd like, if you have a kind of a larger sheet of fabric that would work for this. But tissue paper works just fine. Just stick it all in there, and it has a built-in hole there. And then you stick your stick in the center and a little leaf on top to to give it more decoration. You can have a pretty little decoration for fall. Just with stuff you brought from in your house and outside. All right, so now we're gonna make an ugly pumpkin, and we do have a book called The Ugly Pumpkin, and that's the cover of it. So he's actually not a pumpkin, he's a squash, a different kind of squash, a thin squash. So we're gonna use a paper towel roll, marker, some googly eyes, and a stick you might have found from outside. So the first thing we do is I'll take all this out of here and use the paper towel roll and start putting this tissue paper around it and kind of folding it around it. And you will want it to have kind of like a little bumpy bottom because squash tend to have a top and a bottom that's a little bit thicker. That kind of squash does. So kind of make it thicker around the bottom and a thin middle like that. And then you'll use the stick. Put the stick in there. And that's his little hat, essentially. And then we have googly eyes. So we'll put little googly eyes on him for his eyes. And give him, you can kind of follow the book picture if you want and give him kind of sad eyebrows. And maybe a sad mouth, because he's definitely not a happy ugly pumpkin through most of the book. So he could look sad, or you could have him look happy when he figures out he's a squash. But there is your little ugly pumpkin. I hope you had a great time just like me. Here's my pumpkin. Hope you have one too. And I have my ugly pumpkin. Make sure you check out the book if you haven't already. And make sure you check out our downloadables, our SpartanburgLibraries.org website for more videos that we're doing. And check out Tumble Books, because we have all sorts of Tumble Books out there for you to read. And our activity books as well. So have a great fall, and thank you for joining us.